When first loading up Whisper and connecting to your repository, there's one main screen we'll be going to enter our actual repository location. So I'm going to boot up my Whisper here that has been first installed. And as this loads here, just a quick note that often what we'll do is with the initial installation of Whisper, the MSI installer will be pre-configured for your repository. So some of this will not be applicable because this will already be configured for most users. But for a generic first installation, let's take a look at what it looks like. When I booted up Whisper here, you can see that I got an error message at the bottom saying no repository set here. Please add a repository in the Whisper options. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go up to my options here. You can see I'm not actually connected to anything here. Everything is grayed out here and it says please connect in the top right. So let's go into our options. And we're going to be looking at the repositories tabs here. Just note, in a second here we'll look at how we can connect to multiple different repositories, but let's just add one to begin. So I'm going to hit the plus button here in the bottom right, and this is going to bring up a line item here for me to enter the information. So I'm just going to connect to one of my WIM development repositories here, and I can call it whatever I'd like. The name of the repository can be set to anything that's readable to the user. The main area here we'll be connecting to is actually the REST service API. So for my development environment, I have it set up on HTTPS at wim.westernim.com. I'm going to hit OK here. So we're just going to add one for now. So when I hit OK, if we go to our sessions button here, we can see now, previous to this we didn't have one here, but we would have, we've just added our WIM development one, and I can click that to connect. Now that we've connected to our WIM development repository, we've got our default configuration here. Let's take another look here. As I mentioned earlier, we can connect to multiple different repositories. So I'm going to go back into my options and into repositories here, and I'm just going to add another repository here with our plus button. Most clients will only have one repository, but there are often cases where we have multiple. So I'm going to add my WIM, we'll call it WIM sales. And I'm going to go, I'm just going to copy this. It's the different subdomain here for my REST API. I believe we called it TOS. So here we can see I got two different repositories. Note that the order that I'm adding them is actually going to be the order of my sessions list. At any time, if you want to reorder this list, you can actually drag and drop the little ellipse buttons on the side here. Maybe I want my WIM sales to be the first one in my sessions drop down. This isn't alphabetical or anything. The user gets to control the order of their repositories in their session list. So here what we expect is WIM sales and then WIM development in my sessions dropdown. So I'm going to hit OK. And if I go up to my sessions here, we can see that we have WIM sales and WIM development. I'm just going to quickly add a couple here just to show what it would look like. And we're just going to keep naming these to the same one. Maybe we have a, maybe call it 2. Oop. And we'll go WIM 4. We'll hit OK here, and maybe I want to reorder these a little bit. Put my development one at the bottom, and hit OK. And in my sessions list here, you can see the multiple different repositories that I can connect to.